Well, next up we have a speaker who's going to give us the reason why her favorite activity should be brought to the ASC. Next up we have Hayley Lincoln with Clay Target Sports.
I shoot shotguns for fun. I have been since I was 12 years old, and I love it. Hello, my name is Hayley Lincoln, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Clay Target Sports. How many of you have heard of this sport? Maybe you've heard of it called trap. Okay, so a few of you. Well, those are just specific categories under the big umbrella of Clay Target Sports. Before I get too far, I'll briefly explain them. There are three main categories: trap, skeet, and sporting clays. First is trap. In the game of trap, up to 5 people stand in a slightly curved line and shoot at a target that goes away from them in different directions. Everyone takes turns shooting, and after every person is shot at 5 targets, they rotate one station until they've made it through all 5. Next is skeet. In the game of skeet, everyone goes around in the half circle, not slightly curved, and shoot at different combinations of the high house and the low house. The third and final game is sporting clays. In sporting clays, you walk around on a path, shooting singles, pairs, or a combination of the two. This one is my favorite, because you could have targets going over your head, across the sky, or even rolling on the ground. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because I want to make this a high school sport. The problem is the Anchor School District won't allow this sport because its equipment involves a shotgun, and therefore makes it dangerous. So I decided to see if there's any other sports that we do allow that are more dangerous than clay target sports. I already knew football was a fairly dangerous sport as I played flag football my sophomore and junior year. So I decided to research how many fatalities occur in tackle football. I came across this Huffington Post from October of 2015. Tyrell Cameron broke his neck on a punt return. Ben Ham and Kenny Bowie both died from head trauma, and Evan Murray suffered a lacerated spleen. These boys died from injuries directly related to football, and along with them, 6 others died from indirect instances like heat stroke and dehydration. In total, 11 boys on the high school level died in 2014, and all but one of them was in a regularly scheduled game. Now, I could not find data like this for clay target sports, as it's hard to find fatalities with guns and not get gun violence. Though I did find something. In early 2000s, Jim Sable told the Plymouth Gun Club Board of Directors he had an appointment with Wayzata High School's principal and athletic director to discuss the possibility of initiating trap shooting teams in Minnesota high schools. Collectively, the Board of Directors sarcastically told him good luck. It wasn't until 2001 when Sable finally got his first trap team. Since then, it has grown to 425 schools, 268 teams, and 8,600 athletes. And in those 16 years, there's been 0 fatalities. So just because the sport is dangerous just because the sport involves shotguns does not mean it's dangerous. And just because it's a zero-contact sport doesn't mean it doesn't have strict rules. Before you step foot on the field, you must have your hunter education certification, which teaches you how to properly handle any firearm. And on every field, there's a list of rules like this one that every person must follow. And if you fail to follow these rules, you'll be asked to leave until you can. Now, how am I going to get the school district to allow this sport? I contacted my friend Lindy Moss, the head coach at SCTP for Alaska, to ask for her opinion, as she had already helped the Mountain East Mississippi School District create their league. But after talking to her, it made me realize how many problems there are logistically. But I'll just stick to the key ones: money and space. This sport is on the pricey side. For coaches, it will cost $199 for exclusive park membership, meaning the team can get on the park at any time, even after closing. For athletes, it will cost $290 per athlete per season, which includes ammunition, targets, and activity and lettering fees, and an additional $125 fee for state at the end of the spring league. is to create a complex the size of one, say, in Texas, with 24 track and skeet fields and 2 walkthroughs. But again, comes the money problem. Since I've been talking to Iraq about this sport, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about my experience with it. I've been shooting for 6 years with my twin sister. I started at Rabbit Creek shooting 5 sandwalks a week, and have since shot countless leagues at both Birchwood and Grassroots, and still shoot it for Rabbit Creek today. My sister Jess has always been my biggest competition and has always pushed me to do my best. This has caused us to win countless awards, both in-state and out. Our plan for the future is to go to Boise and shoot and coach for their team. The great thing about this sport is anyone can shoot. Whether you are 10 years old,